Hey, you either are really upset about Daryl right now, or you're just really pissed at me for for uploading the Easy Street song. I enjoyed the Easy Street song. By the end of that episode, I was singing that song, so it was very catchy to me. So if you don't know by now, I am reviewing The Cell Season 7, Episode 3. The reason that I chose this, besides me liking this episode, it was written by our new showrunner, Angela Kang. I hope I'm not messing it up. So I figured I would pick an episode that she did, and we can take a look at it and, see what work that she has done. And she's our new showrunner, so the only things I can think of is that we're going to have great shows. I mean, things got to move on, so she's our new showrunner. And I rewatched the season 7 trailer, which by far is my favorite trailer of the whole series of The Walking Dead. The Cell was in there quite a few times, so I don't know. I just wanted to tell you guys that. So this is where we are, and I just wanted to review it, and let's just talk about this. We got our very first look at the sanctuary of how it's ran. In the beginning, they're showing Daryl and, well, Daryl being, tortured, of course. But then we have Dwight, and they have the happy music playing, and, pretty much the shots were just him, running stuff. He was just going wherever he wanted, took whatever he wanted, and then ultimately he ended up with the sandwich that he was eating that looked really good. He made that look pretty good for an apocalypse. But I just wanted to... This episode to me was like a dark, emotional episode. And the reason I'm saying this is because when they were even filming inside of the sanctuary, they made it a little bit darker and gloomy, so almost so you can kind of just feel, how, oh gosh, like gloomy it is. I don't know, just down, and it's like a factory, just like it is. He took a factory and he made a home for a bunch of people. That's truly what the sanctuary is. But if you like walkers, this episode is good for you because they have so many walkers on the outside shots, like, and the ones that are falling off of the bridge towards Dwight when he's walking through with the motorcycle. The outside, I'll call them protective walkers. I enjoy the makeup and stuff, so we got like a lot of views of the walkers and the makeup, and it was just, I enjoyed it because I enjoy seeing the walkers. So it's an emotional episode, like you just saw. Daryl is being tortured, beaten, starved, giving a dog food sandwich here and there. You know what I mean? They have him naked at some point. They're just really like demeaning him, and they're trying to break him. And we all know the ending of that, but they're just trying. I couldn't live through that. So, the music playing, that's just another form of torture. Just, the scare tactics that are used are just off the freaking charts with this show, because Negan has it anyway, just starting with the whistling. And inside the sanctuary we see that not everyone kneels if Negan walks by. Negan has these people trained perfectly, and it's strictly out of fear. So I enjoyed this episode. I put in a couple of clips, and I hope you enjoy them, and we'll talk again soon.
Negan. Who are you? Negan. Who are you? Negan. See that? I am everywhere. And this was your shot to prove to me that fundamental fact was sinking in, and you failed. Which sucks, because your life was about to get so much cooler. Am I right? Damn right. gave you some options. I don't think you get it yet. So I'm going to break it down for you. You have three choices. One, you wind up on the spike and you work for me as a dead man. Two, you get out of your cell, you work for points, but you're going to wish you were dead. Or three, you work for me. You get yourself a brand new pair of shoes and you live like a king. Choice seems pretty obvious. You should know. There is no door number 4. This is it. This is the only way. Screw it.
So Daryl tries to escape, and the whole time it was just a setup to see if he would try to escape. But Negan knew that this man was going to try to escape. That's why he wants him as one of his top men, because he don't give a shit. He just don't care. But the whole point of that clip, and the reason that I picked that clip, is because he wanted to just rub it in his face that Negan is everywhere. I am everywhere, to point, who are you? 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 Everyone's going to say Negan. Of course, that stays there. And Daryl just looks so terrified, and he's terrified but don't care at the same time. He looks damaged. He's breaking, which is their plan. That's what they're trying to do. But he's breaking, and he don't care. I mean, how does Negan swing a bat at him and he don't even flinch? You're either blocking stuff out, not listening, or I just don't understand how your body just didn't have his body didn't have a response to that, because anybody would be just out of a natural, instinct type thing. But he was like, you know what, whatever, just kill me, because he's just so upset about what happened with Glenn. He just can't take it. But he did not flinch, and Negan didn't do anything. He did not kill him. He just wanted to see how far he could push him, and Dal didn't give a crap, did he? He didn't even care. So this episode is so emotional. You feel so sad, and you feel so terrified, and it's I love the ones that make me feel something inside, not always like a death. I just like the episodes that make me feel something, and this episode did that. Are you heartbroken? Yeah. Let me tell you, when Daryl cries, we all cry, right? And that was a really, really heart-wrenching scene. That's why I put that in, because, that was the first time I'm thinking that, he was coming into terms, into terms. Coming to terms that, Glenn was gone and that he feels that maybe it was his fault. Was it his fault? I don't know. I'm not judging that. I think anything was going to happen and was going to happen anyway. So Daryl should not have punched Negan in the face. But that's not the point. The point is our boy was crying because he gets thrown a picture of his friend. Okay, friend, family, with his head bashed in the most cruel way ever, and music playing in the background, crying over you. So here comes the mental torture with the music again. So even if he wasn't going to cry, music is touching in itself. So, that song is going to remind him of everything that happens and what has happened. And, he feels terrible about what happened to Glenn. He is so heartbroken. He feels bad because of Maggie. He feels bad about the group. He feels terrible. And any human person who in his real life time if you watch your best friend or your family member right in front of you die in that type of way, that's just traumatizing to your psyche anyway. So he broke. He broke and he cried, and I was heartbroken. I just hope he feels better after that cry, because that was a hard one to take. I was impressed with Daryl's acting. He did very, very well. I'm going to call him Daryl because that's whom we're talking about. And we just have to hope nobody else dies that way, I guess, because that was crazy. To throw him that picture like that, it was just, that sanctuary is shit.
Simple question. Who are you? What's the cat guy? You're telling me you're just overwhelmed by the awesomeness of this? I'm going to ask you one more time. Who are you?
So who are you? Our boy Daryl did not break, did he? Let me tell you, I would probably lose my crap if that was me and Negan was there with all his nonsense. He tried the nice way, mean way, torture way, whatever. He did everything he could to try to get Daryl to say that he was Negan, but Daryl wasn't having any parts of it. He didn't care. He was so upset and so depressed over Glenn that he didn't care if he died, and he knew that that was an option, but he did not break. Our boy is our boy, and he is Daryl. He was not going to submit to Negan, and that's one thing I loved about this episode. So finally, through all the torture and all the sadness, at least we got one really good thing out of it, right? Daryl is Daryl. Daryl is not Negan. So thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys.